Nothing to see here. So yes, I got a little bit excited and I took the scooter for its first test ride on the stones, and it didn't end well. This was literally in the first like 5 minutes. Slightly lent it, and yeah. But this is going to happen. It's not a problem. So I'm currently flattening it back, and I will just spray some base coat over it with a bit more lacquer. As I mentioned, it's gonna scratch, but I want this bike to be as clean as possible for the reveal for you guys. So I'm currently in the process of repairing that, and then I can get everything back together. We've got the engine running as sweet as we can at the moment. I'm still unsure whether to change out the 3 13-gram rollers, because I have got the 9s. And some people will run all 6 of these. So I'm going to have a chat with a couple of guys on the group chat and see what they would suggest for my setup. But within the test drive, it ran so well, it pulls lovely. I've been playing with the mixture screw. There's no flat spots, and it just picks up lovely. And so far I've just got over 50 kilometers an hour out of it, which is around 32 miles an hour, maybe, give or take. So it's not too bad, but I would like more. The target was always 40 miles an hour, and the rollers may be the answer to get me that little bit more power. But as I mentioned, I'll have a chat with the guys on the group and see what they can come up with. So I've been a little bit quiet on the scooter. It was my birthday on Monday, and there was a show which I wasn't going to go to originally, but I did go, and I'm so glad I did. I took the 86, and I actually walked away with a top 3 trophy, which out of 750 show cars is incredible, and I'm so grateful. So thank you for the organisers of the show, and it was a fantastic show in a beautiful location, and the weather just about held up. But at that show, I picked up a Fido Dido sticker. I have no idea if I'm going to use it, but I saw it and I thought I'm going to buy it because it may be of some use to the scooter. So yeah, we may find somewhere for this. It's a beautiful sunny day at the farm. So let me show you the scooter. Let's get it out in the sun and let's do a couple of laps up and down the farm so you can hear it. See what you guys think. So here it is. It is complete minus the stickers. So what I have been doing is using a bit of masking tape, putting the design of roughly what I want, so I can then measure that up and give all the angles to this chap who I've been recommended to do my stickers. So other than that, everything is on. It's all working, it's all tightened up, and it seems to run lovely. So let's get it started and get it out in the sun. Choke on. Brake. Ignition. Now this should start on the button. So here it is, guys. It's all running, and as you heard, it sounds perfect. I've messed around with the mixture screw up here and also the idle, and it's running amazing. I've adjusted this so the compression's a little bit harder, because I was finding, as you can see just here, that when I sit on it and the suspension's operating, it just rubs on this panel slightly. So I've just stiffened this up and stopped that. This is holding on well, nice little detail. The repair that you saw I was carrying out at the beginning of the video, I'm now going to be very careful with this. And I've actually bought something that I want to fit underneath this. So let me show you that quickly. So, I saw these in my local Tesco's for £8, and I thought, why not? So, these are, I think, 2 meters. But what's brilliant about these is that these intervals, you can cut them to any length you want and they'll still operate correctly. So I have plenty of material to work with, depending if I sort of do this shape or just go around the edge. I'm not quite sure. All I had to do is stick some batteries in it, and it works lovely. Got all sorts of different colours. At the moment it's on flash, and I have strobe. All sorts of different features. There's fade in and out. Go for a blue, red, orange, yellow, all sorts of colours. And I thought this would be a good laugh. So, switch that off. What I'm thinking of possibly doing is, where on this belly pan it dips up, I don't think it will foul, and there's enough room anyway. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stick it under there, and I'm going to bring the wires up here and stick the battery box just behind here, and then with the remote I can just change the colours, etc. And it'll just, at night, it will just be a laugh. So it'll be really cool to have this sitting nice and low with some Underglow neons. So for £8 I'm definitely going to be doing that. But it'll be awesome to know what you guys think in the comments. The only thing missing is the stickers, which I've just explained. I'm just measuring up to make sure I'm happy and know where I want to put them. I think I might go for a small one on the front of the mudguard. I am going to go for one that just sits here, and also one on each side, and that's it. I'm going to keep it as minimal as possible. What I would like is Spanner86, which is my Instagram user, my tag, in some Japanese, and I might just put that somewhere. But otherwise, it is going to stay as minimal as possible. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. It sounds, in my mind, awesome. One thing I am thinking of doing, possibly, I've been speaking with a friend. I'm not quite keen on how far the tailpipe sticks out. So what he was thinking of doing was having a look, is maybe drill through the rivets just here. And we can maybe cut this down to maybe around this length. Cut the baffle inside and then re-rivet this so it's a shorter tailpipe. So that may be a future modification that we carry out. But it's there, it's done, all those months. I'm so unbelievably happy. Now, another modification is to get these grills removed. I quite like them, but I'm tempted to paint them either in the white or the green. But everything's on. The wing's on lovely, fixed behind. These are the fixings that I mentioned for the belly pan, the back. And then we have one each side like this at the front. The little cutout we did, if you can just see there, fits lovely around the frame, loads of room, so that's not going to foul. And surprisingly, with these bushes on the front, with no front suspension, it's actually alright to ride. I mean, there's plenty of bumps and there's a little dip here, and I've been on the gravel, which was a mistake, because that's where I did the damage on the belly pan. But honestly, overall, guys, it's surprisingly comfortable. Now, I don't know what's going to be like on the road, but I'm happy with it. I just hope it passes an MOT. With regards of speed, so I am running 3 times 13 gram rollers, as I might have mentioned previously. And I got about 55 kilometers an hour, which in my simple maths is between 32, maybe 35, 36 miles an hour, which at the moment I'm happy with. I might get more on a straighter road. There's not much room here to try and pick up speed. But if I can get over 40, that was always the target. Now, in saying that, there is no guarantee, because I've had these apart, there's no guarantee the needle is accurate. So I'm going to download a app which does like a digital speedo readout. That might be within a mile an hour or 2. But as far as I'm aware, there's one which I've been told, which is used for skiing, is actually pretty accurate. So I'm going to download that and I'm going to use that and I'm going to see digitally what speed it tells me I'm doing. I'm yet to polish this side, you can hear it where it's just come out the can. So I'm yet to flat back this and give it a good polish. Same with the belly pan, very rough. But I wanted it to get together so I can show you guys the almost final product. And I think with the stickers, this will just finish this off and it'll all come together. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is flat all this back, give the whole thing a good clean and a good polish because it's very dusty where it's been left in there, and I've painted multiple items. And yeah, I just want to get this on the road and enjoy it as best I can. So I mentioned about this fan, maybe doing something with it. Now, I'm going to keep the grill bit in, I quite like that. It does need a little bit of a clean up, but I'm going to leave it in the black. What I would like to do is the white fan, you can just about see. I cleaned that up using a vapor blaster not long ago, so it is literally pristine. But I'm going to paint that the green. I've got some spare green, and I think you'll just be able to see that through the black. That'll be a nice little detail. So yeah, I'm going to whip this off, whip the fan off. It's just an 8mm socket, and we'll get that prepped and in the green. There's the fan itself, as I said. It's lovely and clean. So just take these off, that will come off. Plastic primer, and yeah, get it painted. There you are then, guys. Nice and bright. So that should actually stand out quite nice behind this. Now I've just given this a wipe over with a cloth and a bit of spray detailer. But yeah, once that is on there, that should stand out quite nice. So I'll just get this back on. There we go. Just gives it a bit of colour. So yeah, happy with that. So whilst I'm on this side of the scooter, I'm test fitting these. So I was going to fit these on the opposite side, but there's so much room here, so much gap, that what I thought I would do is run it this side. Now, luckily this battery pack has a little loop on it. So what I'm going to do is utilise this bolt. I've got about 15mm on the opposite side, on the inside. So what I'm going to do, I think, is mount this up there and attach that loop to this, so it holds it there. And then what I'll do is I'll just run this down the inside. I'll find a way of securing it. And then, because this is actually, it's got some 3M adhesive, so it should be pretty good. And then what we're going to do is just run it down the inside of here. And then there's a hole. And I'm going to run it through there. And then just do my little design underneath. Cut it off to the length required. And that should work. I shouldn't have to do any more. But what I'm going to do is leave that for the next video, because there's a couple of other little bits that I'm also looking to do. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little reveal video. There's obviously plenty more to do, like these LED strips. I need to get the stickers all designed and ordered, and I can get those on, as well as a couple of other little bits and pieces, some quirky ideas which I've come up with that I'd like to show you. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to catch you in the next one.